Here we are, guys, heading into the final weekend of the campaign. I'm sure that there were some big stops that are on the horizon, and of course, both sides are going to have gigantic rallies. I find it really interesting, right? Like, Kamala Harris had her big national mall speech, and realistically, she bussed in a bunch of people, but it made zero waves whatsoever. Hell, the Joe Rogan Donald Trump interview right now is far more relevant than anything that Kamala Harris has said in weeks at this point in time. Like, we're basically all hinging the momentum of this campaign heading into this final weekend on comments of the president that was so goddamn popular, they booted him off the ticket. Like, we're talking about Biden calling Trump supporters garbage and the left losing their minds, because you got Rolling Stone over here covering the situation, saying that billionaire Trump awkwardly dresses up as a garbage truck driver. Trump climbed onto a campaign-themed garbage truck in an attempt to seize on disputed remarks by Biden made earlier this week. And even though they're trying to be accusatory and attacking in their headlines, you still have to all base this on, even if you don't know what we're talking about. Okay, it comes down to the question of why is Trump dressed like a garbage man? Why has he got the high visibility vest on? Oh yeah, that's because Biden had his basket of deplorables moment, and the left has no idea how to handle it, because outside of just simply lying, like Kamala has been saying, oh, the enemy within, he wants to prosecute his political rivals, just some of the most verbose and on-the-nose projection you are likely to see ever. That's about the only thing that's been making headways so far, and she continues to copy more Trump policies to make her seem somewhat palatable. But hey guys, LeBron James endorsed Kamala Harris because Donald Trump's racist, I guess, or his rhetoric's racist. That's cool, I guess. That endorsement's probably as politically relevant as his son's NBA career is relevant. But Trump hopping in a garbage truck, bro, like a legitimate garbage truck, going out there and serving up another iconic moment to go alongside the McDonald's, the mugshot, getting shot on stage. Kamala doesn't even have one this election cycle. Trump has 4 iconic moments. 4 iconic photo shoots that are going to go down in history. This is so much different than 2016 or 2020. 2016, you kind of thought that there was an outside shot that Trump would pull this off and everybody was shocked on election night. 2020, I was there, you were there, it was looking one way, you woke up in the morning and it ended up turning the other. This is so much different because Trump's side of things, they're feeling good. They aren't on the back foot, and in fact, unlike 16 and in 20, he's actually going into battle with good soldiers that are out there. Because you got even Vivek Ramaswamy also memeing on the Biden garbage comment. Okay, we're not garbage, we're taking out the garbage. Oh, and these are they're billionaire stunts. Oh no, they're just going out there. This was all staged, guys. Didn't you know that? Because there's cameramen that are out there. Oh, Vivek, he's a billionaire too. Oh, he's a pharmaceutical guy. He doesn't know anything about working. Bro, there's more meme potentiality. This is going to be far reaching, more so than any one of those shoddy ass celebrity endorsements that the left can drum up. Now, I'm recording this Halloween night after all the stupid kids are done outside. God, I hate Halloween with a burning passion. But we successfully, okay, and with a couple of hours remaining on the clock here, we made it through October without that surprise that we normally anticipate. At least on the Trump side of things, like what? Okay, cool, you got a bunch of bitches coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, Trump did something to me in 1973, and I haven't been able to get over it, and I hid my trauma till the most opportune time when we have, 5 days left until the election. It's like, okay, bitch, tell your story walking. Nobody cares at this point in time. I've been saying everybody's been made up about their private decisions when it comes to the president for a long time. I think a few people became a little bit more vocal, maybe have outed their political positions after what happened in Butler with Trump taking a shot to the head, and maybe seeing more people hop directly on the MAGA bandwagon has made it a more palatable position. But in general, I don't think a lot of minds have been changed, and that's why perhaps there's so much fun being had right now, because even if you got Vivek palling around with guys that he probably doesn't commiserate with on a daily basis, but is within his character, right? Like, if you've heard him talk before, you've seen an interview, or hell, even if you remember when he was on that debate stage, he seems like an actual personable individual, personable person. What am I parroting dialogue from Dragon Age of the Veilguard? We'll be talking about that later today. But there's an air of humanity. There's an air of relatability that is on the Trump side of things that you just don't get with Kamala. Like, she is the worst presidential nominee that I have seen in my lifetime. I wasn't alive for Walter Mondale. I've gone back and I've seen some of the news coverage, and I'm not convinced that he's worse representative of the Democratic Party at that point in time than Kamala is right now. Tim Walz, by all accounts, is the worst VP nomination of all time. Both parties, I don't even care third party. Like, that dude is a dud of historic proportions. And simply his competition, J.D. Vance, and that's something that we'll have to go over here maybe on Monday. There's just so much content going out right now. It's a very busy weekend, and I'll try to pay attention to as much of it as I can. And yeah, I still got to go. I've got to listen to the J.D. Vance Joe Rogan pod that's 4 hours long, but on 2x speed. It's only a couple of hours, and that's how I'm basically consuming all of this stuff at this point in time. Especially trying to keep up with a 78-year-old man campaigning all the way across the world. Like, I've seen some clips of the J.D. Vance Joe Rogan sit down, and especially the other podcast that Joe put out with those stupid-ass trigonometry fun guys. But he was talking about Trump's work ethic, how stopped by the studio. They talked for 3 hours. He didn't take a leak beforehand. He didn't take a leak afterwards. He got on his plane, and then he went and campaigned right after the sit down. The man is a machine. And yeah, he's bouncing around place to place. I don't know where the final campaign stop is. I don't know how many rallies he's going to be doing over this weekend, but it's going to overshadow everything that Kamala does in the final days, and she's going to have to leave it up to kind of what I'm anticipating happening Monday, Tuesday, and potentially Wednesday, but we'll get to that in all due time. But Trump talking about why he's wearing the orange vest, it's like, we're not going to play all 5 minutes, but we're going to play some of it because, you know, this shit's absolutely hilarious. And yeah, other posts and other tweets that I've seen making the same point, that Trump, he really does have those comedy chops. He's really out there feeling himself, not in the way that vacuous airheads want to say, oh, he's got really good vibes right now. But no. He's out there. He knows he's in the driver's seat. He knows that you see what he's doing, mostly because of the high visibility vest.
When he called us all garbage. How stupid. What a stupid word. That blows deplorable away, don't you think? Of course, I thought irredeemable when she said deplorable or irredeemable. I thought irredeemable was actually worse, but deplorable seemed to catch up. But this garbage stuff blows it away. So I'm in this beautiful plane. I'm enjoying myself. I have a wonderful suit on.
And then I think the orange vest really sells it. It's great. It's fantastic.
And one of my people came in and said, "Sir, you know, the word garbage is the hottest thing right now out there."
Sorry, Trump. I gotta pause you for a second, but you can see it on the side right there. 1 point. I'm trying to view it through the other window right here, but 1.6 million posts, bro. It's the biggest thing ever. I guess I can believe the legs on it, mostly because, yeah, the Democrats at this point in time, they're just meme fodder. Like, they can't do anything right. Just how quickly they have become the uncool party. It's kind of wild to see. But anyways.
The hottest thing out there, sir. Would you like to drive a garbage truck?
Good, bro. And he's like, serious?
Now, we're about, 30 minutes from landing. We had to do this pretty quick. I said, it's sort of cool, though, isn't it? Because, And I said, I think that's okay, but, I don't feel comfortable wearing a suit. And they pulled up this garbage truck. I don't know how the hell they did it so fast. I have very capable people. They put a big sign on the truck. Did you see it? I think they showed it.
Yeah, they even got it branded, so they obviously been playing this for a while. But okay.
And then they said, "Sir, we have a vest." I said, "Well, should I leave my suit on and put it over the vest?" But that doesn't look very good, right? That doesn't look good. So I said, "All right, look, let me take it off." And then I actually said, I climbed into the truck, but so I said, "How the hell do you get into this truck? It's way up high. It's a big one." This was a beauty. I said, "You didn't have to buy it that big, right? You have to get it that big?" They brought this brand new, gorgeous truck, wonderful driver. He looked like Cary Grant in his prime. You know who that is? This beautiful driver.
Yeah, this man with his old
and
man
he drove
references.
that big thing up. And I said, man, this is bad, because now I have all the cameras are all what? Look at all the fake news. They were, most of them. No, most of them, many of them were there. And I'm saying, oh, boy. You know, one little mistake with these guys and your political career is over. You can't even.
Yeah.
So I said, man, if I don't get up there, this is going to be very embarrassing. These stupid people, they'll say, he's cognitively and physically impaired. And I can't do that when I'm alongside of this great athlete. I got to get up to that. So
of course, I get it. And I sit in the truck and we have a great photo op, but I want to get to the point where he's talking about, putting on the vest. And well, that's actually quite funny. Yeah, here's the point that I wanted to find where he's talking about wearing this on stage, because it's like, okay, yeah, it's one thing to be wearing the vest when you're on the truck. It shows that, it shows solidarity with the guy who actually operates the truck. We've seen that with Vivek, but why is Trump wearing it up on stage?
They said it would be unbelievable if you could wear it on stage. I said,
you think so? I think you'd be great. Get in, loser. We have an election to wait. Come on, let's go. You fake news. You hop in the back.
And I said, no way. I got 25,000 people standing outside. I got all these people here. There's no way I'm wearing it on stage. They said, oh, okay, sir. I said, get me my jacket. But if you did, it actually makes you look thinner. I said, oh. And they got me. I said, I want to wear it on stage.
Oh, my God. Yo, this motherfucker out here. He's Can Kamala do that? Joe couldn't do that. We already know that. We're already taking that for granted. There's a reason that we haven't heard word one from him since he made the garbage comment. And the only people that you're actually hearing from at this point in time are all the media surrogates, because I said this a little bit earlier, how, yeah, basically this is going to be, I would imagine, right? Like I said, I'm recording this Thursday evening to go out promptly. I could see the media attack getting very pedantic and very petty over the weekend, especially Monday, and then just getting outright dirty on Tuesday, because I've seen some tings, right? Don't have any of them pulled up or anything like that, mostly because I can't really check the validity or verify any of it, but people are already reporting that there are issues with voting machines, voting booths, people getting pushed and kicked and dissuaded from voting, kicked and pushed out of line. And that's just on the early voting side of things. But when I do the daily coverage on Tuesday, wrap up on the day, we'll see what's going on, because I remember what was happening back in 2020, okay, when the media was reporting, oh, there's a pipe burst in Atlanta, or late in the evening, oh, okay, they haven't got all the votes counted quite yet, and we'll reconvene in the morning, and then funnily enough, about 35 to 40 minutes later, oh yeah, now they started tabulating again. Weird how that happens, but the way that the media is melting down right now, it's almost like they're trying to stoke a fervor among their base so that they become incredibly violent next week. Okay, that's what I'm seeing right here, because after Trump got shot, and after he just about got shot again not that long ago, and potentially there was a third attempt, what have they done with their rhetoric? How they want to say that, oh, Trump's actually the racist one. Oh, Trump is actually the one who insults the American people. Whereas, like, can you point to one specific example? No, of course you can't. And so, after Trump takes stage in Green Bay, Wisconsin, wearing his high visibility vest, you have the likes of Morning Joe spurging out. Same Morning Joe that had to get pulled off of the airwaves early morning. I think that was after the Butler, PA shooting. I think that's what happened. They got pulled down temporarily, and then he had a great big flip out. But it's not just him, right? Like, it's not just him. It's CNN. Dems should embrace it. Yes, we think, racist Trump supporters are garbage. CNN, Biden was just stuttering. Yeah, that's another round of cope that I've seen gone around out there. That's that's one way that you can do it. Okay, drag out that stutter that you invented for 2020. MSNBC's, yes, Morning Joe Biden obviously doesn't believe that. No, he just said it. He doesn't believe it. And it's like, you might be revealing a little bit too much with that one. But the media reaction when a comedian Michigan calls, yes, an island garbage, though. Jim Acosta calling somebody garbage is disgusting and hateful. CNN's Cassie Hunt calling someone garbage is so incredibly crude. CNN's Data Bash calling someone garbage is too X-rated to share on TV. Yo, that bitch actually said that. She's kind of crazy. That face is too much to share on TV. MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski calling someone garbage is extremely vile. And the Lincoln Project's Rick Wilson, where all the little kids at. But while their responses are very meme-worthy, are very laughable, very easy to dismiss, they kind of let slip what also they're going to be planning, because this apparently happened Thursday during an F1 race or something like that. Like, they were showing a replay on an ABC affiliate that's out there, WNEP, ABC 16 or something like that. They were trying to say that it was a test announcement that they were running, where they made the bold proclamation that Harris is going to win Pennsylvania by 5 points and has the voting tally right there, 100% reporting, and 3.3 million votes just about for Harris and just about 3 million for Trump. I'm sure that was just a test, right? And it wasn't another goofy ass intern maybe letting some things slip, kind of like what happened with the 60 Minutes interview, how originally Kamala Harris's word salad for an answer ended up slipping, and then when the interview itself was posted, the edited answer was placed over top of her vacuous on the spot response. So yeah, no, that was just simply a mistake. This right here, having to run practice scroll for something that you guys have been doing for 40 years at this point, I don't buy it. You don't buy it. Nobody buys it. And that's why over the weekend, if you need to or you want to get out and vote early, go for that, okay? If you want to get out there on election day, stand in line until your vote is counted, because even if they do close the polls and you're still in line, you can go out there and vote, because nothing on this map is given. Because Wisconsin, very much in play. Michigan, very much in play. Virginia, what we're hearing out of there, that's kind of crazy too. North Carolina, apparently off the map, according to the Kamala campaign as well. But New Mexico, if you remember back in 2020, because I think the Democrats were potentially taking that for granted, it was in play for a little bit longer than people were expecting. And well, if you take a look at some down ticket voting as well, some open Senate races like Kerry Lake and Ruben Gallego down there in Arizona, that one's kind of crazy, and it definitely there's a lot of tightening that is happening right now. And even still, as a lot of the final polls are coming out, depending on who you're looking at, there is a bit of a regression towards the mean. And if you take a look at what traditionally happens with a Democrat super sampling and a heavy bias in their direction, anywhere between 3 and 4 points, where you had Clinton in 2016 up 1.3, and then Biden up 7.4 points, and then nearly winning, just winning by a box hair, and I use winning very liberally in this case. But you see how much of a bent there was there, and you can even tell by the RCP spread, real clear politics, right? Probably the best aggregator that's out there. They have Trump up. Rasmussen, one of the most accurate pollsters out there, Trump up by 2. It's not given. It is looking good, but you need to get out there and vote, and we need to stay diligent in these last few days. Otherwise, they like to do their fortification, right? Don't let them do it again. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.